Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be showing you how to make a miniature barbecue using polymer clay and balsa wood. I hope you enjoy. All of the measurements I used for this miniature can be found in the info box below. Measurements will be in both metric and imperial. I made a rough sketch in my notebook to use as a template. I wanted my barbecue to be portable, a simple 2-burner with gas bottle stand, hood, grill and side flat plates. I did end up changing the gas bottle stand to a much simpler design, which you will see later in the video. Once I was happy with my design, I went ahead and drew up a simple template with scrap pieces of paper. All of the measurements will be in the info box below. The template was drawn in 2 parts, one for the base grill and another for the hood. Roll out thin sheets of polymer clay to 1 or 2 mm in thickness. You can use cornstarch to reduce fingerprints and sticking. Cut out all of the templates I have listed in the description box below and pre-bake for 15 minutes. After pre-baking all of your pieces, simply put them together like a puzzle. I use 50% TLS and black polymer clay to use as a glue to stick the pieces together. Then I pre-baked for 10 minutes before sealing in the edges. The side of the barbecue has a slight curve, being lower at the front. This was mirrored in the hood. This is so the front of the barbecue will be open at grill level. To fill in the gaps on your barbecue, you will need your clay to be very well conditioned. To make this process easier, I used a small amount of baby oil with some crumbly polymer clay and mixed until I had the desired consistency. Now simply fill in all of the cracks and edges with this soft polymer clay to hide all of the seams. You can use cornstarch to reduce stickiness when using tools to smooth down the clay. Once you're happy, bake all of your pieces for the full duration as per package instructions. After baking, I lightly sanded all of the edges and then added a curved front wing to the bottom piece of the barbecue. I achieved this curve by baking the piece with a tile under one edge. Then fix to the front using liquid polymer clay and some leftover soft polymer clay. Then go ahead and bake for the full duration. Using a small strip of black polymer clay, I cut out a tiny rectangle to be the on-off switch. Then you slightly thin one side of your switch. This is what it should look like. For the burner's dials, I used thin black polymer clay, cut out 2 small circles, and using translucent liquid Sculpey, I added 2 thin snakes to the top of each dial before baking for the full duration. For the wheels, I flattened 2 small balls of black polymer clay, and then using a decorative item such as the bottom of this glue, I gently pressed in the pattern to each circle. For the grill top, I made a simple frame using polymer clay, baked for the full duration, and then using wire, or as I have here, plastic rods, I made the grill using a simple crisscross design. Then I spray painted with some black spray paint. I added a small snake of polymer clay to the front top of the hood, and also a few small blocks to the middle of the bottom where the grill will sit, and 2 small pieces to the side of the grill where the wings will sit. I used balsa wood for the frame, however you can use polymer clay if you prefer. Cut out a slight angle on each stand on both sides as I have, just so that it sits against the barbecue nice and flush. For the gas bottle stand, I used matchsticks made into a simple square before adding the side stands. It should look something like this when you're done. Then assemble all of the pieces, seal with a shiny glaze, and paint the bottom stand using black acrylic paint to match the top. I chose to leave my grill separate without glue so that I can remove it and add coals later. If you prefer, glue this piece down. I also chose to make the hood a permanent fixture, however you can add tiny hinges if you like. And you're done! I hope you enjoyed this miniature 12th scale barbecue tutorial. Don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't for more future updates, and leave a comment below if there is anything you would like me to make in the future. Bye!